Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin, with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kaye Boehning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Just kidding. I'm here this morning. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another edition of Good Morning Huntsville as we get rocking and rolling here on a beautiful Wednesday. Man, how about the temperatures? If you walked outside this morning, a little bit earlier, I'd got up, I let the dogs out. It was still just a little bit warm. And then all of a sudden, the wind chimes that very rarely start to blow on the back porch started blowing. This cool gust of wind came in, and it decreased in temperature probably 15, 20 degrees. By the time I left this morning, 58 degrees right now this morning as you're waking up. So fall absolutely back in the air here in East Texas. And today is going to be one of the most beautiful days that we've had this entire year, at least right now in the last, I would say, 6 months. How about this? 72 degrees today under mostly sunny skies. It's going to get down to a chilly 43 tonight. Tomorrow, more of the same, 73 and clear. The weekend looks great. We're still going to have highs hovering in the upper 70s to low 80s, friends. Boy, what a nice turnaround weather that we're having here this morning. And I just want to reach out to all of you first and foremost as we get started this morning. When you wake up and it's that kind of weather, what attitude does that put you in? Does it make things seem a little bit better when you get up in the morning and it's cooler outside? So hopefully all of you are waking up today and enjoying this cool weather, and it's always our hope and prayers that you have a wonderful and blessed day. Hey, as we get started, do us a huge favor as always, friends. Your impact and your just engagement with our show is making a huge difference, and if you could, please do us a big favor and hit that like button and hit share. We're starting to reach more and more people now all over the platforms, not just through Facebook, but also through LinkedIn, through Twitter, through Instagram, and also those of you this morning joining us on Spirit Radio FM. A lot of folks now tuning in through the Spirit Radio FM app this morning. In fact, 14 people are listening. Some of those are even out of the country, so we want to welcome all of you in. And hey, if you've been listening on Spirit Radio FM, do us a favor. Send us an email and let us know that you're listening this morning. If you are listening through the Spirit Radio FM app. Either shoot us an email or give us a text. You can text us on the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. Again, that number is 936-339-0139. Just let us know that you're out there this morning on the Spirit Radio FM app, or you can email us. It's victory@spiritradio.fm. Again, that email address is victory@spiritradio.fm. I had put a post up here yesterday, and I don't want to say this just to boost what we're doing, but I do want to let folks know we're getting a lot of engagement through the website now as well. We have about 5 or 6 rotating banners that are on the HelloHuntsvilleTX.com website. And I did some analytics last night. It was just I was working late, started looking through those analytics. And I'm telling you, friends, really, really encouraging news. Those banners, each of them getting over 250,000 impressions now over the last year or so. And that's really good news for our sponsors. I always tell folks that we can't guarantee we're going to bring people running into your business, but I do guarantee that we're going to get your name out there, and we're working hard to do that. And I want to give thanks to all of you this morning. Many of you have helped by just sharing and liking our broadcast that we do here on Good Morning Huntsville, and also the content that we're putting out on the website. Friends, we do this not for us. We do it for our community, and a lot of great positive things are happening right here in Huntsville. And so we want to thank all of you for that, and thank you for being a part of what we do each and every morning. Well, friends, as we do get started, thank you for sharing. I do want to mention, as always, big shout-out to Paul Oley, the Gallery, for all of your custom framing, photography, and more. It's our good friend Paul Oley at the Gallery, located at 1201 University. Paul, we love you, man. Appreciate all that you do here in the Huntsville community. Go by and see him, support local business. And here on this wonderful Wednesday, could not be here without our friends, Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Big thank you to Kaye and Rick Boehning this morning. Not sure, they may not be coming in this morning, so I'm just running solo right now. But again, want to thank them. We could not be able to bring you great programming and content without our foundation sponsors, Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, providing educational excellence for over 25 years here in Huntsville. And also big shout-out as well to Elliot Herzig of Elliot's Jewelers and online at elliotsjewelers.com. Friends, we've had just a couple more, and I've been talking about this for a month. We still have these beautiful diamond earrings and diamond necklace. I really, really want to encourage you, if you're looking for some beautiful jewelry, this is an incredible deal. Just a $100 minimum suggested donation. And if you have the means of doing that, we would love to get this jewelry in your hands today. I've got 13 of them remaining, and all the proceeds for that will go to our friends at Care Center Huntsville. We're going to run that campaign probably for another 2 weeks, and then anything that we're not able to donate away, we're going to give those back to Elliot over at Elliot's Jewelers. But again, we've got plenty of them. So my goal and my wish and my prayer is that we can get all of these donated away, again, to support our friends over at Care Center Huntsville. They do incredible work here in our community. Hey, do another big favor if you don't mind. Let me know that you're out there this morning. Many of you are already chiming in across the social media platforms. A lot of Facebook comments coming in. We'll get to those here in just a few moments as well. If you're on Instagram, that's another platform that we've been broadcasting on now for quite some time. Send us a message on Instagram, too. Let us know. And also those of you that may be joining us through various groups. We can't see everybody all at once, but many folks also joining us this morning through the Huntsville, Texas News and Events group. If you're looking for a group that just does not have a lot of the political riffraff and all that, nothing bad on any of those groups. They have their purpose, but the Huntsville, Texas News and Events group is a great group to get plugged into for all of the news events that's happening without all the extra jargon, if you will. And so we would love to have you join that group. Almost 26,000 people now in that group, and so make sure that you join it there. We are going to take a break. Rick Boehning here this morning with us, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. And again, let us know that you're out there. A lot of those comments coming in. We'd love to hear from you. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue on this journey this morning on a very cool and lovely fall morning. Stay with us. It's your show here on a wonderful Wednesday, brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today. Braylon, say this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
Hey, Breaker 19. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know. I don't know if she has ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes, but she does have a baseball cap on that says I can't, but I know a guy.
She? You need to look that up again there, buddy.
Well, then I looked the other way, and there was Rick. I was looking to my left, and there was Rick Boehning. So, Rick, welcome in.
Well, good morning,
Good
Rob.
to see you, brother. Good to see you. You got some information sprung on you like a chicken this morning, huh?
Yeah. My wife decided that she needed to stay home and work.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on, so thank y'all. I knew you're on the way, man. So, well, how you doing? Good to see you.
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm, well, what did I say earlier? What are you up to? And
I said 5'8".
5'8".
Because I'm not very tall.
6'2", 242.
Yeah.
Is what I've been up to. Can I make a public, I don't know what you call it, like accountability statement right now?
Sure.
I'm going to start eating better.
Are you?
Have you ever heard me say that on this show?
I've heard you say you needed to.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that I'm going to now because everyone needs to do something. I'm going to make a public confession on this show. And I need you to hold me accountable, Rick. I need the public to hold me accountable. I'm going to start eating better. Now, I'm not going to go radical and just right away cut out everything. That's just too hard.
What are you going to cut out?
Well, I'm going to quit eating junk food every day. You know, I'm going to settle in. I'm going to cut out a lot of bread because I think that's part of the weight gain. And I'm going to stop eating when I go to bed at night because that's the number one thing.
I found that I stress eat.
Do you ever, you get tired at night and then you just want something to eat? I tire to eat, I guess is the word. Or bored to eat.
That's probably what it is, bored.
I get bored and I'm just like, I want to eat.
I like something crunchy and salty occasionally, and that's not good for you.
Oh, crunchy and salty. That's a nick. Some people out there I know are crunchy and salty. Other people are sweet and savory. So that's Rick's new nickname is Crunchy and Salty. So good to see you, Crunchy.
I'm a dumpling. Crunchy and salty.
Oh, man. Well, hey, we want to welcome everybody back in this morning. A lot of folks joining us. Great to have Rick here this morning from 0 Degree. Also, of course, representing Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Beautiful, beautiful morning, Rick. What was your first reaction when you got up? Because it was actually a little bit warmer, and then the cold front blew through probably around, I don't know, I let the dogs out around 6 o'clock, and that's when the wind really started whipping up.
Yeah, it was a little chilly when I stepped outside. I actually looked in the van when I went by to see if my jacket was in there, but I've misplaced it somewhere.
It was just I was saying earlier when we first came on just how, it's a different feeling when the cool weather's in the air. Do you ever feel that? Do you feel like things are different? You feel maybe a little more giddy, a little more joy when the weather's cooler?
I feel that in spring.
You feel that you're the spring type joy.
Yeah. I will put the top down and sing at the top of my voice.
That's what I was wondering what all that wailing was.
I didn't do that this morning. It was too cold.
No, I woke up and I said, man, let the dogs out. And I said, this is great. And
who let the dogs out?
I did. Yeah, I let them out. and when I did, they went roof, 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 roof. And then I heard the neighbor go, everybody, what's going on around here? We're getting off to a good start this morning. Hey, welcome in. A lot of friends joining us. Let's give some recognition to some of those folks already this morning. Jamie Saucier over at Saucier Woodworks. He is saying cool Wednesday morning. Quentin Glaze, our number one engager, who's also the connoisseur of emojis, by the way.
Yeah, his birthday was yesterday.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
How'd you know? Did he say it on the show?
No.
I had no idea it was Quentin's birthday yesterday.
We're friends on Facebook.
Quentin, man, I'm so sorry. We would have we're going to do it right now, Quentin. Happy birthday, belated to you. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, you want me to look? I'm not a good singer.
Well, you can say and to you, right?
And to you.
And to you. And just speak it. Yeah, I like that. Happy birthday, dear Quentin.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you sang it. Okay.
Yeah.
Quentin, happy belated birthday, Quentin Glaze. I should have known that. Had no clue. Clueless.
Isn't that a movie?
Yeah, and now it's me. Quentin, I'm sorry, man. We missed you. But good
Speaking
morning
of birthdays, Kaye's birthday is Sunday. So if you guys happen to see her, tell her happy birthday.
Kaye Boehning, 39 on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Kaye. Had no idea it was her birthday either.
On Sunday.
We need to have would it be beneficial to have a public birthday calendar? I wonder if people
probably not, because I don't want anybody to know how old I am.
Well, no age in there, just the date.
Oh.
I wonder if that'd be beneficial to have a public.
I don't know.
That would be kind of benefit. Maybe I'll throw that up on the website.
Because I don't know when your birthday is. Facebook would have to tell me.
April the 8th.
Oh.
So I used to get a ton of birthday notifications, and I must have hit something that said, don't show me this anymore, and I get 0 now. Because remember, back in the day, the notification would say so-and-so's birthday.
Well, that's how I knew it was Quentin's yesterday.
Well, now you have to go in to Facebook, and there's a tab, I think, on the left side, and it said, well, I can't do it here. I was going to do it, but I can't because I'm on the Hello Huntsville Facebook. But if you do it, it shows everybody, and it'll also say yesterday's, today's, and then tomorrow's birthday. They're following Scripture. God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So Facebook.
Well, they also say who's coming up in the next month or so.
Well, yeah, and God does that too. And he tells you what's going to happen, what's coming up.
Yeah.
So see, Facebook is following Scripture.
God doesn't tell me what's coming up. He just kind of surprises me.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Like this morning, right?
Yeah. Guess what? You're doing that show by yourself.
Hey, welcome in.
Fantastic.
Hey, welcome in. So, great. Well, let us continue to know that you're out there this morning, just like Mayor Humphrey, who's joining us, saying good morning, let's go Huntsville. And my favorite phrase from Mayor Humphrey.
Let's go Huntsville.
That and, oh, yeah.
He is so good at that.
Nobody does it better. Steph Valley over at Magnolia Kennel joining us this morning. Steph, by the way, wanted me to mention this, and thank you for sending this in. Yesterday, she had mentioned that the Santa Claus with the pups was on November the 6th. That is not true. She made a mistake. She said it's November the 16th.
Oh.
So if you would like to go to Magnolia Kennel, you got to set up an appointment. You can go online, magnoliakennel.com, or call them. But it's an opportunity to take pictures with the pups. Now, I think I'm going to dress Kate. Can I do this, Steph? Can I dress Caden up in a puppy Halloween costume and bring him by? And then have pictures with Santa and the pup. Can I do that? just a thought. And then if that's okay, can please, for the love of everything on this earth, can we please get Rick Boehning an adult puppy costume and bring him by?
Nope,
and
dinosaur.
Take a photo. What was just a puppy for this one?
Be a dinosaur.
Photos with the dino. But, yeah, that's taking place at Magnolia Kennel on November the 16th. So go online to magnoliakennel.com to register that. And appreciate it. We had a great show yesterday, by the way. I don't know, Rick, if you had a chance to join in and watch, but we had Warren, also Jack Durish from VFW. We did a drawing on the phone. I was just hoping, man, do you ever do raffles sometimes?
Occasionally.
And
usually it's VFW.
Yeah, they did this one for a generator. It's only $2 a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And we ran into him at Benny J's when we were at the restaurant report. Larry Harris was there, who's with the VFW, and he was hawking these raffle tickets. And I wanted to support him, so I got them. And I'm sitting here yesterday, and I just felt really good that I was going to win that generator. You ever have that feeling like
Yeah.
You just have
Usually
that you know.
at the small business breakfast.
Yeah, and then your name is called right after you think that, right?
Right. Except no.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part that I wanted to get to, except no, right? So I'm sitting here yesterday morning, and I said, man, this is going to be so great. I'm going to win. I just felt it. Every fiber in my body said I'm going to win that generator. And then I had this other thought saying, man, that's just going to be bad, though, because it's on the show, and I'm here, and, it just probably seems kind of sketchy.
Collusion.
Yeah, collusion. There you go. I was looking for that political word that's been tossed around a lot lately. And so I'm sitting here, Rick, thinking, I'm going to win. I just felt good. I was at peace. I took a deep breath, people didn't see on the camera. I kind of closed my eyes. I went, man, that feels great. I'm about to get a generator. I started getting excited, started pumping my fist in my brain.
Bet that hurt.
And then, yeah, it did. Got a mild concussion. And then out of nowhere, some name comes across, Richard Reeves. I said, come on, man. And Steph was going through Steph drew the tickets, all right? And I knew at the moment, I wasn't going to win before the Richard Reeves was pulled. You know why? Because Steph made a comment, said these are stuck together.
Mm-hmm.
I knew mine weren't stuck together because of how I put them in that bag. There would have been no way that they could have been stuck together. Man, that took the
Did you tell Steph to draw again?
No, I couldn't do that. I said, Steph, just keep drawing. I said, you got close. You got to the R's. But you were just a few letters away from mine. You had to go to R-O instead of R-I.
Yeah.
But anyways, after it was over, I was very happy for Richard. He didn't answer. I thought we were going to do it like on the show. If you don't answer, you don't win. We called him, didn't answer. But Warren went outside, got a hold of him. And congratulations, Richard Reeves, the winner of a champion generator. So congratulations.
Is it a portable generator?
Portable Champion generator. And you know, it's, why would it be a different brand? You don't be a loser generator? You know, if there was a person with the last name of, there's got to be someone in the world with the last name of Loser, loser.
There probably is.
And I bet they just hate their last name.
I'm not real fond of mine, but my parents gave it to me.
Yours is good, Boehning. I like that one. Yeah.
You never went to school with it, did you?
Oh, Rick Boehning. I'm trying to think. Digging up digging up Boehnings.
I went to school long before that song.
But anyways, congratulations, Richard. Thankfully for the Champion family who branded that, because, boy, if you had a loser generator, that would be bad. Think about that thing. You plug it in, storm just hit. Well, you just lost power. Well, it's because you got that loser generator.
That's why.
Anyways, a lot of fun yesterday, and we appreciate them being on. Steph Valley was on as well, and she was giving us some really practical advice just for business owners about being stern with your hours that you say you're going to be open. It's okay once in a while if an emergency comes up and someone really, really needs you, but if you close at 5, close at 5.
Yeah.
If someone says, well, I'm going to be there at 5:10, well, then say, sorry, I close at 5. Because what starts happening is you've planned that time, and now you can't. It takes away from time from your family and other things, if that makes sense.
I wouldn't know. I spend all my time at work.
Do you have a hammock up there at the Candy Cave?
No.
A couch?
I just lay out on the floor.
I just had a visual that I want to get out of my head, and it's Rick laying in the kitchen of this Candy Cave, and he's like this, and he's kicking his hands and feet, and there's Skittles going everywhere.
No, that's not what happened.
None of that's happening, Rick. Oh man. Thank goodness for AI, because I'm going to generate that later. And I've got a new service now that generates 5 and 10-second video clips of whatever you tell it. Technology's getting wild.
Isn't it?
Getting extremely wild, by the way. Found this service because I've been doing a lot of AI music, and I want to do some music videos, right?
Yeah.
So I found this. Although I found out this service, by the time I cut the number of clips, 40, 50 clips for a music video, it's going to cost like $100. And it's not really worth that. But later I'm going to tell the prompt, generate a jolly man that's 5 foot, what was it, 5'8", 5'8", jolly man dressed in a green shirt that says 0 degree on it, in the middle of the kitchen floor, kicking his hands and feet with Skittles flying through the air.
I have that picture now. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I kind of want to end the show right now and just go over there and film this, Rick, if we can. This will be good, man.
I'll have you know we have a very sanitary place.
Yeah, no one's in the floor throwing Skittles around. No. By the way, Quentin was saying earlier, because of the cold, gumbo, chili, and pot roast weather.
Until it gets to be about 90 degrees today.
Yeah. No, it's going to be it's only going to be like 72 today.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be the most
I
beautiful.
put the top down then.
72, top down weather. But I like that. I'm craving some Frito pie now. I want to go to.
Oh, I had some yesterday.
Did you really?
Do you know where I had some at?
Potato
Learning
Shack?
RX.
Oh, really? What did they have?
They were having a
kind of like a grand opening type deal for their new location.
Their new location. It wasn't a grand opening, but I was there. I got called away to go fix the computer, but
great. Lisa, I missed the Frito pie, man.
Lisa made it personally with her very own hands, and it was delicious.
The best Frito pie. What is the best Frito pie for you? What's got to be in it to make it the best?
What she made in it. Chili and Fritos and cheese and sour cream.
That's the key word you said, sour cream. Now, I throw onions in it, and I throw...
She had onions, but I didn't get any.
I throw guacamole in it.
I don't like guacamole.
It's good. I went up to, when I was in Fargo, they talked about this hot dish stuff all the day. Oh, hot dish. Oh, yeah, don't you know? That's good stuff, yeah. And it was really... Brian, if you're watching, I love you, buddy. Brian doesn't talk like that, by the way. They make fun of us down here in the South. But the hot dish is just like potatoes and cheese and all this. It's very bland food up there.
Yeah.
Very lutefisk. That's very bland.
Lutefisk?
Yeah.
I thought it was boiled in lye or something.
That sounds like you'd lying if I'd eat it. That's the lying if I say I like it. Ketchup is about as far as it goes as spicy up there, you know.
I like spicy.
Yeah, ketchup is. Oh, can you pass the bottle of ketchup, please? Oh, yeah, you betcha. Here it is. Yeah, it's red. Of course, it's not it's purple. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I have no idea either.
But
your accent just kills me.
It's not even that good. That's the problem. But Bridget decided she's going to make Frito pie for everybody at the radio station up there. So she brings in and everyone loved it. Some of them never had Frito pie before.
Really?
I said, well, y'all's hot dish ain't nothing compared to Frito pie. You know what else makes Frito pie good?
What?
Throwing in some potatoes, tater tots in it.
Yeah, that would probably be good.
So that's going to be our next community dinner. We're going to have Frito pie.
Where at? Count me in. Make sure I'm in town.
Would that be a good community dinner? Like
it would for me.
Frito pie?
I like Frito pie.
Sorry, Kyle. We won't have any. Well, I can't say sorry to Kyle. I really want the brisket.
I know. If you put some brisket in the chili.
Brisket in the Frito pie.
Yeah.
Oh.
That might be pretty good.
We may have a new concoction we're mixing up here.
Yeah. We'll call it Rob pie.
People are like, we don't want that mess. All right. Richard Horn, Linda joining us this morning, saying good fall morning. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Appreciate you. Lewis Murphy across the social media platforms this morning saying good morning, Huntsville. How about Sky Carlton over at Deep Clean, Texas, saying great to be here this morning and catch the good news of Huntsville, Texas. Did you see a Facebook post on Good, Bad, and Ugly the other day? Bridget Maloney, I love her to pieces. She said something about, we need to be positive and this kind of, which she's right. And I love Bridget. She's always very positive. Well, somebody replied and said, well, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. People get upset at each other. It's whatever. And she said, well, if you want the good, then go make a page that has the good. And I'm sitting there thinking, we already have one.
Yeah, it's called Hello Huntsville.
It's called literally, our tagline is literally promoting the good in Huntsville.
Yeah.
So I wanted to comment. I was talking to a friend about that, and they said, yeah, I was about to comment that. So I went ahead and commented. I said, there literally is one. But, that's maybe here's some inspiration this morning. Be mindful of people around you. Be mindful of them. You don't know what people are going through or what they've been through, and I'm not knocking anybody, Rick, and I'm not judging anyone because I've been in the same boat sometimes to where I'm very quick to judge something, and I've prayed about that over the years, and that's far and few in between now, thankfully. But occasionally something will pop into your head about like, well, why is that person doing that or something, But man, just take a deep breath and be mindful. I learned through the first term at ORU. I was taking this course called Online Learning Strategies, and it's called Peak Performance. And it's just different ways to better yourself and to be more motivated and those kind of things. And, one thing in there was that it talked about was being mindful. And I've heard that word before, but I've never really understood what it meant because I just glossed over it. Someone said be mindful about. So I never really thought about what does that really mean to be mindful, to think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I've learned, especially in the last 7 weeks, to be mindful of what's coming in here, and because what comes into your brain comes outward sometimes, and you got to be careful. And we were doing, and it's funny how all this, kind of collaborates together, because we've been doing a Beatitude sermon series here at First. Pastor Jason's been doing that. And one thing we talked about in our couples class, because it's really cool, on Wednesday nights we do classes for all ages, different groups, marriage, couples, singles, those kind of things. But they always tie back into the sermon somehow. So everybody's on the same page. It's not just, one group randomly talking about this and another group. It all ties back into one message, which is really great. So it's like Sunday, you can take away what you learned, go to the class, and you can expand on it within your realm of being a single, being a couple, or what have you. And all this ties together because guess what we were talking about on Wednesday night last week? We were talking about being mindful. And we were talking about how the enemy, that's how he gets into you. He starts in your brain, comes out of your heart. And I'm sitting there, wow, we've just been talking about all this. So I've really learned to be mindful. And the reason that I say all this, and I keep saying that word, is think about things before you act on them. And you have the capability of when a thought comes in to reject that thought. Now, sometimes it'll keep nagging at you, and you'll hear it, kind of in your head. You just push it. You just keep pushing it back aside. And what I'm getting at is if this morning, if there's something that pops into your head about, well, I'm going to reply to this person, or I want to speak my thoughts about this. Think about that before you do it, because you never realize what the implications of that are going to be. You don't know what someone's been going through. You don't know the path or the road that somebody's traveled. They may have just lost somebody in their family. They're upset about something, so they're taking it out on the internet. You never know.
That's true. You never know.
Just be mindful about that stuff, because one, has anything positive ever came from any of that. I don't think so, other than getting it off your chest.
May make you feel better temporarily, but that's it.
Yeah, and then it's gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're thinking about, and some people don't think about it. I think about it. I've done it before, and I'm like, man, that's dumb. I feel bad about this. And then you feel dumb about it. Some people are like, I spoke my piece. I'm going to go on. Just be mindful of that before you interact with somebody. If there's something that's conflicting, I'm not saying don't have debates and don't argue with people. That's very healthy whenever you do it in the right way. But, man, just don't bash on people. You know, I see it all the time on Twitter, especially politics. And, yeah, there's a lot of things that I disagree with, on both sides. But I tend to lean conservative. There's a lot of things on other sides that I disagree with. And I do have discussions with people, but I don't do it online because it never leads to anything good. And the thing that I always see on Twitter, the replies, it'll go from here's this to now you're calling somebody an idiot and they're ignorant because they don't believe what you believe.
Yeah, you should always listen with an open mind.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
you don't have to agree, but you should listen anyway.
Don't have to agree, just listen. And my conversations with people end when they get defensive and start name calling. And I'm like, I'm done. This is getting nowhere fast.
I can remember presidential debates where they didn't call each other names or they stood on their platform.
I can remember a vice presidential debate that was actually really good here recently. I said, man, wouldn't that be nice to have more of those with J.D. Vance and Tim Walz?
Yeah.
I felt that it was a very civil debate. At the end, they actually shook hands. It was one of those.
They do that very seldom anymore.
No.
Like, you're on your side and I'm on my side, and there's no way we're going to meet, and that's not the way to be.
Yeah, and if you can't find a way to meet, then nothing ever gets done. And you have to think. I think about it like this, and not just politically, but in general. What example are adults setting for young people whenever there's that attitude?
Well, it's my goal to be a bad example.
I like that. We need the bad example. But no, seriously, though, what examples are we setting if we can't come to the middle?
That's true.
We're teaching the next generation that there is no compromise.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're teaching the next generation. The young people, we're teaching them that there's no compromise. It's my way or the highway. And that attitude is only going to last so long, and then eventually, guess what? The highway is going to be full of cars, and the car's going to come hit you. So, you can take my way or the highway, and sometimes your way on the highway is the end of the way.
That's right.
So, just a little thought that I had this morning, and you guys can chime in on that as well. The Horns, by the way, told me to stop drinking sodas. Number one, weight gain junk food. Yes, even sugar free.
I quit about 2 years ago.
I thought I was addicted to the fizz, so I started drinking the carbonated water that was no artificial anything. I mean, it's just zeros on the label. Turns out it wasn't just the fizz. There's something about a taste that I'm addicted to.
Yeah, I think they probably stick something in there.
Stick a little. The tobacco company's like, well, we can't really market that anymore, so we'll just throw a little of that nicotine in the sodas. Maybe that's what it is. L. Turpening joining us this morning saying, good morning. Fall is in the air. Roger Burnett here with us today. Welcome. Great to see you. Steph Valley, by the way, she was chiming in on our Frito pie discussion. She had a Frito pie buffet, different meats, different vegetables.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Carrots in a Frito pie.
Carrots in a Frito pie.
It may go good. Cooked carrots?
Nah.
Buttery cooked carrots?
I'll pass.
Do you like carrots?
Not cooked. I like them raw.
Buttery?
No. Buttery peas.
Can't even find anything in common this morning. Absolutely.
That's
ridiculous.
not true. What is this about an open mind?
See, I'm setting the example.
I'm being judged right now.
Get away. Go here. Look, there's a divider right here, Rick.
Being judged right now.
Grandmother of Huntsville, Carolyn Gibson, joining us as well. Good morning to you. Many others also across other feeds joining us. I'm looking here on the back end of Huntsville News and Texas Events. Jennifer Augustinetti saying it's a wonderful Wednesday. Find a Bible study to attend this evening. Appreciate you, Jennifer. She says, I want to go back to bed where it's warm. Got that little warm spot in the bed. I know what that is. Autumn Wheaton saying good morning. She said this morning's weather. Everyone's talking about the weather.
It was a little chilly when I stepped outside.
This morning's weather was simply glorious. She said it like that, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
And happy, happy, happy birthday. TDCJ having a chili cook-off today.
All right.
How do we get hey.
Nobody ever invites us to these things.
Is this open to the public? She said TDC. This is Autumn, you're using too many acronyms. I know TDCJ, all right? Texas Department of But she says TDCJ, ITD, having a chili cook-off today for SECC. Is this some code words, Autumn? How do I get into the ITD for the SECC? That's what I want to know.
Security and Exchange Commission?
Yeah, Security and Exchange Conservative Commission. I haven't. Securities and Exchange Collusion Convention or something. Maybe that's it. The whole building smells amazing.
And we're not there.
Yeah. Autumn, Can we get in? Autumn, by the way, said, "Never trust your tongue, and never trust your tongue when your heart is bitter."
Ooh, that's some Wednesday wisdom right there.
It is, and she said, and like you said, we are all going through stuff. Just be kind. Give people the grace and mercy you want when you are going through stuff. And can I say something? Don't just talk about that. Do it.
You want me to actually do it?
Do it. Yeah, Rick, do it.
So hard for me.
Don't just talk about it. Don't talk about it. And if there's something going on, let people know. Let somebody know. Addressing conflict for me is the hardest thing to do in life. It's the most difficult thing to do. But I've learned, especially over the last 3-4 years, that if there's something going on, address it and let people know about it. Because I think that communication right there will help bring down a wall or bring down a barrier. And then you can find common ground. But when you don't address things, then you fast forward 5, 6, 7 years, and all of a sudden there's a big blow up. I know divorce is a very, very tough subject. Many of us have faced that are watching or listening this morning. But I want to encourage you, communicate and get back to the root of why. When I perform wedding ceremonies, I've been blessed to do about 11 ceremonies in the last 10 years. And one thing that I go over first and foremost, I tell folks, you got to believe in the Lord or I can't marry you. That's just a rule of mine because I believe marriage is a divine appointment from God. I truly believe that. And it's not that I'm judging. Again, I'm not judging anybody, but I believe in the sanctity of marriage. I really do. And I believe that both of you have got to love the Lord. You've got to be a Christian. And that's just my deal. People can get mad and say, well, it's okay to believe it's okay to believe what you believe.
Yeah, well.
That's my belief.
I have been a best man 7 times in my life.
You've been one right now. You're best man to me 8 times.
And none of those marriages last. No, I'm kidding. Most of them are still married.
So I will never ask you to come. Well, hopefully I don't, Bridget, I will never have another wedding, but I'll never ask you.
I'm never getting married again either.
But one thing that I do is I go through a little bit, but then I also tell folks during the ceremony, and this is really important, and some of you that are married right now, maybe if you're going through a tough situation, I want you to think about this. Go back to the moment that you got married, when you're standing there next to your bride. What?
When we got married, we picked a wedding song. I don't remember what the song was, but I remember standing there next to Kaye, and she felt the same way, staring at each other for 3.5 minutes while that song went.
Was it like...
Yeah. Why did we pick this song?
Why did we ever pick this song? We better get married. What I'm getting at, though, is I tell folks this, and I want everyone to go back to this. Go back to that moment when you're standing there about to exchange your vows, or go back to that moment when you had the first kiss at the wedding, the first marriage kiss. Now, many of you have kissed before the marriage, which is okay, but the first marriage kiss.
No.
I used to kiss more before the marriage. No. But go back to that moment of when that ring is being placed on your hand. And I always say this when I officiate weddings, is I say, don't forget this moment right now. And I'll tell them, look into each other's eyes and be mindful. Think about this. Don't forget this moment. And I said, and when trouble comes your way, because it will, every marriage faces trouble. Every single marriage. I think a lot of times it's tough and communication is the problem. But every marriage faces issues. Bridget and I have faced a lot of issues. Everyone has faced issues, but we've been able to work through it. And I think it's because I take my own advice and I go back to that moment of why did I marry Bridget in the first place? Think about those things and go back to the root of it all. Now, if you've been through a divorce or something, it's nothing. It's not a judgmental thing. But the next one, think about that the next time and be mindful of that. And I believe if we can just stop and take a moment and breathe, that so much good can happen from that. And I thought
agree.
There's something, Bridget and I got upset, and I'm the one that gets upset. It's not her, it's me. And I've learned just to kind of step out for a minute and collect my emotions. But, you can
always walk across the alley.
You can always walk across the alley, come crying, please. But no, I literally the other day, I was like, I just need to leave just for a second and take a deep breath, and I went in my truck. I actually came up here to church, and I was thinking about some things, but I went back to that moment of whenever we said I do, and I said, that's what's important.
That is what's important.
The I do is what's important. So think about that. Just a little more for you this morning as we continue on. Autumn, by the way, has given us the rundown of what these acronyms are.
Okay.
TDCJ, Information Technology Division.
Oh.
ITD. And the State Employee Charitable Contributions.
Okay.
It's a good morning from the State Employee Charitable Contributions here at the Information Technology Division at Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
Okay, good for you.
Thank you. Autumn, save some of that chili for us if you don't. Can you open that up to the public? Can you ask the great folks at TDCJ, can you just open the door and waft it over to us?
Probably not.
Waft it over. All right, we're going to take another break. Hey, by the way, we are giving away a grand prize on Friday. I'm going to tell you it's going to be some gift cards in there. It's going to be maybe a little cash. It's going to be some goodies in this gift bag. We are giving it away on Friday. No daily gift this week. Friday, though, you can text in every day. Many of you have texted in. Text in your name to the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139 now. Right now.
Right now. Right now.
Right bygone now.
Bygone?
Bygone now. All bygone. All that plane just went bygone over the roof. Boy, it was going so fast. Don't you know? It's just going there. You betcha it's going quick. Bygone. It was bygone already. Text it in, 936-339-0139. Your name. You can enter in once a day. We are giving away a prize basket, and we will reveal what it is on Friday. So, Rick, if you're bored and you want to come up here Friday and hang out with us. Oh, man, you know what we need to do next Wednesday?
What?
Bring some Frito pie here in the morning show.
We should do that.
Is it too early for it?
Oh, no.
Frito pie next Wednesday.
Kay won't eat it, but I will.
Frito pie next Wednesday. All right, we're going to take a break. I want to talk about a couple of other things when we come back. Stay with us. More to come as we continue celebrating all the good things in Huntsville, brought to you by Tomorrow's
Promise.
We'll be there for you today and tomorrow. We promise. We're going to rename it Today and Tomorrow's Promise.
No, we can't do that. It's incorporated.
Yesterday's blessing is today's wonder, which is tomorrow's promise.
Sure, that's a great tagline. We'll go with that.
Yeah, people will be like, sounds like a word salad, Rick. 25 years of childhood excellence, over 25 years of childhood educational excellence.
Over 27 now.
Over 27 years of education. It's almost 30 years of excellence.
Really close.
Nearly 30 years. Hey, friends, I'm serious, though. If you're looking for a place for your children to grow and excel, be a part of Tomorrow's Promise. Our children have did so well over there. Braylon is there. Caden's back at home with Bridget right now while she is seeking employment, but we'll get him back as soon as she gets back into the workforce. But, friends, I want to tell you, we have just been so thankful for Tomorrow's Promise. Braylon has done so well. Caden's done well as well. Visit them online, tomorrowspromise.info, and if you're looking for a place for your child not to just be taken care of, but to learn and to be educated, that is the place to go. I did want to mention this. My children never kick and scream for electronic gadgets, Rick. And I will.
Do.
And yeah. Oh, my computer. I'm going to say that because I believe that is such a huge part of a child's development.
I don't know how many kids I see walking around with their face in this. Little kids.
I can put a cardboard box next to a tablet. My children will go for the cardboard box every time. And they're alert and they're active.
Yeah.
And so parents today, I want to encourage you. Your children, if you're putting them in front of the tablets, I'm telling you as a parent, pull them off of them.
Yeah.
Let them explore the world. There is a big, huge world out there for them to explore with a lot of wonder. And you know what? You can learn more about that at Tomorrow's Promise. Tomorrowspromise.info. Get your children registered today. We'll be back in a moment. I want to talk about communication through dreams here when I come back. A new study has been put out, and I want to get your thoughts on this, Rick. Maybe we can invest in some of this equipment. We can communicate. Maybe we can hook wires across the street while you're sleeping and I'm sleeping. We can run a wire between our houses and we can communicate in our dreams. We'll talk about that here in a moment.
Scary thought.
Yeah. Hey, man, what are you doing? Hey, I'm sleeping. Cool. We're talking while we're sleeping. Is that what it's about? I don't know. We'll talk about it when we come back. I promise it's nothing too weird. Stay with us. Good Morning Huntsville, brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Tomorrow's Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
So, what's inside the mysterious little box?
What box? Oh, that box over there.
You went to Elliott.
Wait, don't open it yet. Oh, and yes, I went to see Elliott's Jewelers just a couple of days ago.
Inside the box, is it golden?
Well, I was a little concerned about the price of gold because it's high, but Elliott really helped me find something beautiful and monetarily agreeable.
Oh, well, hey, can I open it now, please?
Whoa, just a little longer. You have to at least wait until Christmas Day.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Elliott's Jewelers. Fine jewelry and engravable gifts. Schedule your appointment at elliottjewelers.com. That's ELLIOTTS Jewelers.com.
Make sure there's something extra special inside the mysterious little box you give this season.
This is Kaye Boehning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
Do you ever kind of hum around like that, Rick? Hum haul. Oh, whoa. Wait. Oh, you're on a different headset. Ready,
Yep.
one, two.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, you're on a different headset. Perfect.
It's the same one I've been on.
You were on that one.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go. It's because Kaye wasn't here. I had to move it around. Welcome back in.
I do miss Kaye.
I do too. It's just not. I mean, Rick, I love you, man. It's just not the same, though.
It's not.
I didn't get my hug.
She's my foil. She sits in between you and me, and
yeah, keeps things.
And she's kind of the straight man.
She is. She keeps us in check. We've been pretty good, though. We've been on good behavior, surprisingly.
During the break, I was running around the room like a wild Indian.
Yeah, it's weird. During the break, you laid down on the floor and you started throwing
Skittles everywhere.
You started throwing Skittles everywhere, all over the place, and I just couldn't believe that you were doing that, Rick. 0 Degree Creations. It is sanitary. Rick is not throwing Skittles around and then putting them in the jar, so
That's
don't worry.
right. We have stainless steel tables. It's a beautiful place. You should come see it.
I do want to generate this, though. A man middle-aged man. We'll say middle-aged.
I'm
man.
old.
A middle-aged man wearing a neon green shirt, laying in the floor of the kitchen with Skittles flying all over the place. He is kicking his arms and legs and hysterically laughing. Or is that the double negative? Is that a double thing? What do you call that?
Double, I don't know.
And he is joyful and hysterically laughing. Okay, ready for this?
Sure, I'm ready.
Realistic, generate, give me about 30 seconds and we'll see.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Pretty good German counting.
Thank
there.
you. Thank you.
I had a German phrase that I won't repeat that you knew what it was. It wasn't anything. I mean, it's not unfamily friendly, but you knew what it was. Started with ich habe, which means I have, right? Ich habe.
Ich habe, yeah.
Is that I have?
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot what the other word was. But anyways, I have a good heart is what I said in German.
It's good to know.
This just in, by the way, just in. Hold on one second here. Just in. Just had this come in here.
That is not me.
Just in.
You should have said chubby middle-aged guy.
Oh, wait. Okay. Hold on. We can redo it. A chubby. Okay. Give us 1 second. We're going to regenerate this here. Isn't that neat, though? Doesn't that look real?
It does.
The technology is just getting to be through the roof now. It's getting very, very scary how this technology is now. All right, hold on. And we have something coming in. Jim, we have something coming in. Stand by.
Oh, he's really chubby. That's even worse than I am.
All right, now this is not Rick. Just full disclosure, this is not Rick. We don't want to shine the light in a negative way, but here we go. There you go. That guy's having some fun.
He's
right?
having. I don't know. Is he crying? Well, there he's having fun.
Yeah, there he's having fun there. All right, there's another one. Look at that one.
Them some big Skittles.
Yeah, those Skittles. Those are really freeze dried. There you go. I like that guy. That's the kind of guy I want to go. I want to go hang out with that guy.
Oh, well, I'm here.
Oh, friends, the technology is getting really bad. That's all I'm going to say. It's getting really bad. Hey, so I was reading something this morning. I want to talk about this. There is something kind of funny. Today, by the way, is National Sports Day, National World Food Day.
So we're going to play sports ball later?
Yeah, we're going to play sports bowl later. Here's the deal, too. It's Global Cat Day.
Uh-oh.
Not my day. I'm not a cat fan.
I don't have a global cat.
Yeah, my cat's only local. It's Local Cat Day. National Department Store Day, National Dictionary Day, and National Bosses Day today.
Oh, my.
No, Michelle, where are you? See, Michelle should have known that she should have got me a card. Michelle Cardenas. She's not here.
Got me a card.
It's National Bosses Day. To all the bosses out there, thank you.
I even had some people that call me boss when they see me.
What's up, boss?
Yeah.
It's good. John Mayer, the singer, 47 years old today.
I don't know who that is.
Well, my biggest hope that one day, this would be so great. John Mayer, my biggest hope is that he runs for mayor somewhere.
Mayor?
Mayor. Mayor! That would work really good in a small town.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, a little small southern Texas town.
Everybody would think there was an echo.
Yeah. Meyer! Fire! What if you had someone with the last name of Fire and they were part of the fire department? Then you go, Meyer, fire!
No.
These jokes are not good at all.
Gonna have to work on that one.
Yeah, not good at
tuning.
all. Here, National Bosses Day, by the way, I didn't know about this. It began in 1958 when Patricia Bays Haworski. Haworski. How would you say it? H-A-R-O. Haworski?
I can't read it from
H-A-R-O-S-K-I. Haworski?
That's how I'd say
Haworski.
Haworski.
When Patricia Bays Haworski, then an employee at State Farm Insurance Company in Deerfield, Illinois, registered the holiday with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. So can you come up with your own holidays and just register them on your own?
I don't know why we couldn't.
Well, Miss Haworski chose October the 16th, her father's birthday, as the date for National Boss Day because she felt he was an exemplary boss. He was the real boss back then.
He was the boss's boss.
What holiday would you come up with if you could register a holiday, Rick?
National War Thunder Day.
That was really fast. War Thunder.
Yeah.
Can you go
It's
into
a video game.
Ah. Are you a video gamer?
On War Thunder, yeah.
Do you have a headset that you wear and talk to
Yes,
people? Do
yes.
you really?
Mostly in England.
Do you eat Skittles while you're playing?
No. I'm not a Skittle person. That's
War
what?
Thunder. Is it a computer PC game? Or?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a gamer.
I don't look like a gamer?
No.
Oh.
You look like a guy who does freeze-dried candy kind
Really?
of guy. Yeah.
Huh. I don't eat it. I just do it.
So for National Bosses Day, have you ever received just a completely absurd note from a boss? Just something that was off the wall that was...
Does my wife count?
No. Remember, we got to keep it in the middle, so we can't... Yeah.
No. I've never had one then.
One had one. This person said this. They said, my wife was working at a law office which was experiencing financial trouble, hence morale was down. I think in a business when financial trouble's lurking and you're the boss or the owner, and it's especially a large, don't let people know because you need to be transparent about some things. But I think as an employee, we had some pretty rough times in my IT company financially. Mm-hmm. And for a long time, I didn't tell my employees anything because why would I tell them? Then they're going to worry about their job. Now, when it finally got enough to where I felt like they needed to worry, then I told them about it. And luckily, we got out of that. It was back in 2008 when everything was crashing.
I remember that.
But we kept the doors open. But I didn't tell them for a long time. I didn't tell them that I didn't pay myself for 3 months. They don't need to know that. They just kept working away. They were great employees. But this person said, my wife was working in a law office which was experiencing financial trouble, hence morale was down. The senior partner issued a memo. Here it is. This is what I was talking about. Have you ever received something like this? The memo said that those, quote, whose attitudes do not noticeably improve by tomorrow will be fired. Good night.
That's like the little sign, the beatings will continue until morale improves.
Yeah. That's one of the most idiotic messages I would have ever heard from somebody. Today, dictionary day. When you insult people using words they have to look up in the dictionary, you can rise above the fray with great satisfaction while showing off your advanced intelligence. So go to the dictionary. Look up different words, moron.
We call that microcephalic.
See, Rick, this is your day today. Microcephalic. It is your day today.
Pinhead.
Things that you need to know. New study says the more content you consume, this is a serious one, the more strain on your mental health. They say that 36 days of our year are lost completely to scrolling, streaming, and binging content.
Really?
36 days out of the year.
I think that's probably in a month.
Man. So here's what I wanted to get to real quick. Scientists in California say that in a groundbreaking experiment, I think every experiment they say is groundbreaking, by the way. Let me read it with this authority, okay? Scientists in California say that in a groundbreaking experiment, 2 people actually communicated with each other in their dreams.
Really?
This is what I was talking about earlier, Rick. Here's this. This is I'm pulling this off of Daily Mail out of the UK. Maybe your friends on War Thunder know about the Daily Mail UK.
I'm sure they do.
Ask them about this. This potential breakthrough, scientists claim 2 people communicated in their dreams in the world's first anyone's ever heard of this. Scientists have brought science fiction one step closer to reality by achieving the first two-way communication between individuals during lucid dreaming. Okay?
That's not true because my sisters used to talk to each other in their sleep.
Okay, well, in an experiment that sounds like a scene out of the movie Inception or Rick's Two Sisters, REM Space. There's a company called REM, R-E-M, Rapid Eye Movement, REM Space, a California, well, there you go, based startup that designs technology.
Wait. Or is that open mind?
No, it's open. It's very open. Except it closes when you come to there's a border there in Texas, and it just kind of closes, But REM Space, a California-based startup that designs technology to enhance sleep and lucid dreaming, reportedly exchanged a message between 2 people who were asleep. Now, this is kind of crazy. The company used specially designed. Okay, here's where Here's where they're like, what are you talking about? They're probably just, hyping this to get investor money, because here's where the questions come in. The company used, quote unquote, specially designed equipment, which, quote, included a server and, quote, apparatus, Wi-Fi, quote, and sensors, quote, but they didn't specify the exact technology they used. So they were able to communicate, these two people, with a server, apparatus, Wi-Fi, sensors. Sounds like everything that's in every house nowadays.
It sounds like a headset right here.
Yeah, it sounds like a headset. We have a server with an apparatus and a Wi-Fi and a sensor on it. But that's what this company says. The study participants were asleep in separate homes when RimSpace researchers beamed a word created through a unique language between them.
I thought the same word.
Oh, yeah. Come on, this is just, whenever I search for this and the Sun came up, that joke satire newspaper you see.
Oh, yeah.
The Sun came up and had this, and I was like, I'm not even going to talk. But then Daily Mail had it. I was like, okay, maybe there's some legitimacy to this. But they were able to communicate through these two words, and that's what happened. Hey, check this out. My wife is calling me.
Uh-oh.
We are live on the show right now. Good morning. We're still live here, sweetheart. Here's my son, by the way, Rick, eating a dinosaur this morning.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Yeah, here he is. Let's show everybody out there in internet land. Hold on, sweetheart. We're just gonna since you called me, we're going live here. There's my son eating a dinosaur this morning.
Looks like a
look.
Hey,
look at that. Kind of looks cute there next to Rick. Hello.
Well, my logo is a dinosaur.
Hello. Well, a bit of a dinosaur. Hello. I'm playing War Thunder. Hello. Would you like a cup of tea while we play the game? Oh, you betcha. All right, Bubba. I'll call you later. I love you, Bubba. All right. Bye, Bubba. He's eating a dinosaur.
Yeah.
I would like to see my Fargo friends get on this game with your friends in the UK.
Oh,
you betcha.
Sometimes when they get excited, I can't understand them.
All right, back to this thing real quick. This RimSpace CEO and founder Michael Raduga said, yesterday, communicating dreams seem like science fiction. Tomorrow will be so common we won't be able to imagine our lives without this technology. I'm sorry, but who needs to communicate? Who needs to communicate? Who needs to communicate about this
I don't
stuff?
know. It might be helpful with your spouse, because my spouse has some wild dreams.
I have no idea. Hold on one second, sir.
I'm holding.
Yeah,
what would you like me to hold?
Let me. We just had a message. So, anyways, that's where it is. We just had a message come in. This doesn't happen often. Somebody wants to hop on here and say something because it's coming up very quick. So, let's head over to our 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. We just had a message come in, and this is another world's first here, Rick. So we're going to head over to the 0 Degree Creations phone and text. Ronnie Snow joining us. Ronnie, what's going on, man? Good morning.
Hey, Rob, how are you?
Good. This is the first time that we've had a message come in, and we've reached out almost simultaneously right back to him through the phone line. So good to have you on, man. What's going on?
Yeah, that wasn't expected.
Is this a presidential alert?
No.
Okay, we just wanted to make sure. We wanted to make sure.
At all.
What's going on, my friend? You got some really important news to share with us this morning. And Ronnie, let folks know who you are first.
Well, my name's Ronnie Snow. I'm a proud Sam Houston alumni, and I'm on the board of our NIL Cooperative Cat Fund.
Yes, sir.
And anyway, was calling in today just to remind everyone that we have our NIL golf tournament for basketball on Friday at Bearcat course, and we filled it up. But we still have our silent and live auction after the golf tournament at the Walker Education Center. We still have tickets available to it. If you'd like to buy a ticket, come out. There's going to be some really neat items up for auction, and we'd love to have you there. It'll be catered by Big E's. It's $50 for the ticket, and that includes your beverages and your food. And like I said, it's going to be a really great night after the golf tournament, starting at 6 at Walker Education center.
Wonderful. Ronnie, is there a website folks can go to get more information?
Yes, if they go to our Cat Fund website, they can get more information. They can also look on social media on various sites. And like I said, we'd love to have some more people show up to the auction and bid those nice items up.
Yeah, the website, by the way, is CAT. It's KAT- or a hyphen cat-fund.com. Ronnie, real quick, now you said it was going to be catered by some biggies. That's Rick and I, but we're pretty big, but we're not going to be catering that, okay?
Yeah, no, that would be Big E's there in Huntsville, as we all know, home of some great fish and shrimp, and his catered herd is just really, really good.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you weren't alluding to Rick and I providing the food because we're pretty big. So
we would not be good at that. It gets there before it gets there.
No, and of course I'm about to head that way for the game tonight, so I'm sure you're talking about it. And nice to be on national TV tonight, and hoping for a big crowd there to support the Cats tonight.
Yeah, ESPN2 tonight is what the Bearcats are going to be on. Also on Sirius XM as well on their audio app. A lot of great exposure. Ronnie, appreciate you and all the great folks over there, Ben Sorrell, so many others with Cat Fund. And, man, you were just doing some amazing work helping to promote Sam Houston here throughout the area. Not just Huntsville, but literally all over the state. So thank you for all you do, my friend.
Well, we appreciate it. We're actually got some pretty good press this past week. If you notice on the football team and in the Metroplex and the DFW area, WFAA is really high on our Bearcats, and it's just nice to see it going from more just all over the nation, really getting the recognition for this great start.
Hey, and think about this too, Ronnie, before we let you go. I believe one win away, a WKU victory tonight could seal the deal for a bowl game. First year of bowl eligibility, and Sam Houston seems to be well on their way.
It is truly remarkable, and a testament to our coaching staff and our players, our whole athletic department, how well they're doing this year. I mean, you just can't say enough about the culture that Coach Keeler has built at Sam Houston. I guess Dave Campbell's, I believe it was National Writer for the Athletic that said it. They expect to win in Huntsville, Texas.
I love that. Yeah. Good. Well, Ronnie, appreciate you, my friend. Have a blessed day, and anything you need, you let us know, all right?
All right. Thank you, Rob.
You bet. Bye-bye. It's a good man right
amazing.
There. Yeah. He texted me. I said, you know what? When Ronnie's one of those guys, when he texts, you answer. And I was just looking down here. I said, that's a lot better than talking about this lucid dreaming communication. Anyways, we'll see if that's going to be in the Hogwash Report next week. By the way, if you are a veterinarian or maybe you're a feed store and you'd like to sponsor the Hogwash Report, reach out to us here. We should have that, the Hogwash Report.
The Hogwash Report.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Well, here's some news coming in from East Texas on the Hogwash Report. I'm Larry Miles. That just sounds like a good country name, right?
It does.
Larry Miles. If there's a Larry Miles out there, I've never heard of you, and I'm sorry if I just used your name. But, man, I'm going to – radio guys, they change, like Steve Ricks, that's not his real name. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
It's not a radio guy. I shouldn't be giving away secrets.
Radio personalities.
Radio personalities and gals, radio guys and gals, or personalities. They don't use their real names.
So I should change my name?
I'm going to start going by Larry Miles. Well, there's been a lot of miles on this truck, man. My name is Larry Miles. It's got a good ring to it.
Yeah. I like it.
For
the right number of syllables.
I'm trying to think. Dumplin' Duncan would be a good name for you.
No.
For Dumplin' Duncan, I'm Larry Miles. See?
Dumplin' Duncan?
Dumplin' Duncan.
Duncan Dumplin', maybe.
I like Dumplin' Duncan.
But if you dunk your dumpling, I'd be Duncan Dumplins.
For Duncan Dumplin'.
There you go.
Let's try this again. For Duncan Dumplin', I'm Larry Miles. Got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
It does have a. I'm not sure I like to be called Duncan Dumpling.
It's a hard one to say,
especially when you're me.
This has gone downhill pretty quick. By the way, Richard and Linda said earlier, "Grow together, don't grow apart." You want to talk about a couple that's just wonderful folks? That's Richard and Linda Horn. They went with us. You went with us. Yeah. Las Panchitos.
And Kaye was there.
Haven't been there before, have you?
Las Panchitos.
Never been there.
No, I've been there.
What does Panchitos mean?
I have no idea. I'm not Spanish.
I'm Larry Miles.
And we don't know what Panchitos means.
If you know what Los Panchitos is, you let us know, and there ain't no reason you shouldn't. And then you call Hello Huntsville. I'm Larry Miles.
I like it. I'll be Miles Panchito.
Miles Panchito. Yeah, there you go. For Miles Panchito, I'm Larry Miles.
I like it.
That's going to
I
get
like
Miles Panchito. I hope Panchito doesn't mean anything bad.
I doubt it.
I wouldn't say
restaurant.
Let's see. What does, or is it Panchito? It's got to be Panchito. Oh, it's a snack.
Oh, well, there you go.
Panchito, you're snack.
Like a Cheeto.
Snack Miles. Or Miles Snack.
Miles Snack. Well, you have to have a snack every mile, so.
For Miles Snack, and boy, there's a lot of snacking on those miles. I'm Larry Miles.
Oh, my gosh. It's really going downhill now.
Yeah, I think it's about time to wrap up. Mayor Humphrey's probably saying, guys, it's time to wind this thing down. Hey, we appreciate you being here. Again, a lot of that happening today, and, you know, there you go. There you go. Make sure that you, you know, you converse through your dreams. That'll be on the Hogwash Report next week.
Dream together, they stay together, right?
A UCLA professor, by the way, in astrophysics. Okay, you heard UCL, you heard astrophysics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he
Big Bang
posted a TikTok video pointing out that his $70,000 a year career was not enough to allow him to live near the school, while also mentioning the football coach has an annual salary of $3 million a year.
Wow.
An astrophysics professor only making $70K a year. Buddy, I'm Larry Miles, and I'm going to tell you it's time for you to look for a new place to work. For Miles Snack, I'm Larry Miles. That's really all I've got. That's all I've got. Oh, check this out. Here's another. A graphic designer from England has created a very unique portrait of the Beatles. Were you a Beatles fan?
No.
I never was.
I never was either.
He spent 200 hours using 24,000 gold, silver, and bronze screws to create his masterpiece. I'd like to see that. There you go. Some people just got a lot of time on their hands.
Yeah, and more imagination than I've got. Oh, look, I've got all these screws. Let's make a picture of the Beatles.
Boy, I've got all these screws, and they're all loose, so I need to go put them somewhere. So there you go. Today's impossible question, Rick, before we go. 1 in 1,000. What? Okay, 1 in 1,000 people have heard this sound in the last year. 1 in 1,000 have heard what sound in the last year?
Whale song.
Whale song.
A whale singing.
A whale singing. How does a whale sing?
You've never heard a whale song?
No.
Okay.
Do they go like this?
Only if you're underwater.
That's not the answer.
They sing their blue suede shoes.
They do have some blue. These dad jokes are getting out of hand. That'll be on. I'm going to tell the people who put this stuff together, put that on there. 1 in 1,000 people have heard this. What was the question again? 1 in 1,000 people have heard this sound in the last year. We'll get back to that in a minute. Research shows that you'll get better service on airlines if you wear red.
Really?
Red. It's kind of an alert. I need to take care of this guy.
I'll have to remember that.
Wear red. Minneapolis has the most. I said this the other day. Why does it matter? Has the most single men over the age of 18. So if you're trying to find a partner as a guy, you're looking for a gal, don't go to Minneapolis because you ain't going to find one. That's what it says here, basically. Is that what you read out of this?
Well, I have a son there, and he's single.
There you go. Tell him to move away from there. That's what's going on. You betcha. Come on back down to Texas now, don't you hear? Don't you know? You betcha. 35% of men have tried to hide a motorcycle from their mother.
Really?
Yeah.
My mom would have been out there trying to ride it.
North Carolina, the only state where the Venus flytrap grows natively.
Yes, I knew that.
I always wanted. You knew that?
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Just one of those things.
How does Miles Snack know these kind of things? Miles Panchitos, man. How do you know this?
Well, they grow in nutrient-poor soil, so they have to supplement their diet with insects.
Potato chips, the most dangerous food to eat while driving. Number 2 on the list is hot soup. You'd think hot soup would be number 1.
Potato chips are dangerous?
Dangerous. Maybe I
do it all the time.
Maybe the grease on the steering wheel. According to one researcher, the single most persuasive word you can use at work is, yeah.
That's a persuasive word?
Yeah.
I'm not persuaded.
Yeah. The words spot, tops, pots, ops, and stop are anagrams of each other.
Yes, they all use the same letters.
All right, let's say that real fast. Spot, top, spots, ops, and stop.
Ops?
I'm going to do something with you real quick.
OPTS.
I want the audience to do this real quick before we sign off, too. I'm going to start saying words, and you spell them as quickly as you can, okay?
I'd have to be able to understand you.
You'll be able to stand it.
Okay.
Spell cop.
C-O-P.
Spell drop.
D-R-O-P.
Spell blop.
B-L-O-P.
Spell drop.
D-R-O-P.
Spell stop.
S-T-O-P.
Spell cop.
C-O-P.
What do you do when you come to a green light?
I go.
Ooh, you almost said stop, though. I saw it in your lips.
But I didn't.
I saw it right here. It was starting to flicker a little bit there. Almost got you, old Miles Panchitos.
Miles Panchitos is a little smarter than that.
12% of men grunt at the gym because they think it will impress women.
I grunt because I'm fat.
Yeah. I grunt when I've noticed this the other day. I grunt every time I get in and out of the truck.
I do too.
Every time, just like that.
My knees don't want to hold all this weight up.
The other day, the neighbors outside, I said, they're probably looking at me strangely because I get out and I'm like, oh, I got out of the truck. This is kind of sad. 1/2 of employees say they do not have a friend at work. No friend at work.
Well, if you're the boss, you're not supposed to have a friend at work.
But 1/2 of employees, though, don't have a friend at work. That means if you had 100 employees in a room, 50 of them wouldn't have friends at work.
That's sad.
That's something that Miles Panchitos would definitely take care of.
I would.
Did you know that you can burn up to 200 calories while watching a horror film? That is more than any other genre.
Really?
And I will agree. I watched Greenland last night. Have you ever seen this movie?
Mm-mm. I know the premise. There's
Greenland.
A comet.
Who's that act? People say I look Gerald Butler. Is that his name? People say I look like
Gerard.
What did I say? Geraldo?
Yeah.
Gerard?
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler. Someone said that I look like. I've had that happen multiple times. I don't know why.
I look like Sean Wallace.
I don't even know who that is.
Princess Bride, little short, fat, bald guy that's
throwing Skittles.
No. He says, inconceivable.
Inconceivable. That's his lisp. No, that movie got me kind of nervous last night. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's about an asteroid heading towards
Earth.
Earth.
It was a comet.
Or a comet.
I didn't see it.
It was a comet. It was a comet. You're right, because comets have all the fragments and an ice ball, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what all it is. It was a comet. Even the kid in the movie said, "Oh, Dad, it's called a comet." So you were like the dad in the movie, just now correcting me. Good movie. I burned about 1,000 calories. Man, I was moving around and I was scared, and I started looking up at the sky after the movie was over.
There's actually a comet in the sky now.
Yeah, well, bye-bye. It needs to go away. Very scary, by the way, movie. All right, let's go back to today's impossible question. We'll wrap it up after that. 1 in 1,000 people have heard this sound in the last year. Rick, you said?
Whale song.
A whale song. Oh, I don't even know what they sound like. That is not the answer. That is not correct. The correct answer is a busy tone. And you don't hear busy tones anymore on cell phones.
Not very often.
But still, every once in a while, you will hear.
Every once in a great while, you do.
1 in 1,000 people have heard a busy tone in the last year. That's your hogwash report.
And you're Larry Miles.
For Miles Panchitos, is it Panchito or Panchitos?
Panchitos.
For Miles Panchitos, mi amo es Larry Miles. All right, that'll wrap it up, friends. We got a great rest of the day lined up. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. Thanks to Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools again. I know we joke around and have fun on this show, but there is a serious part to the show, and that is please go out and support our local sponsors. If you've got children that need a place to be, not to just be watched, but a place to be educated, to be learned, to be learned. Go to, I need to be learned. Go to Learn Ed. If you need them to get a Learn Education. For Miles Panchitos, I don't even know what I'm saying. Go to Tomorrow's Promise online at tomorrowspromise.info. They'll get you more information. Appreciate Kaye and Rick very much. Also, Rick supporting our 0 Degree Creations phone and text line that Ronnie Snow called in just a little bit earlier. We appreciate that very much. Hey, good shows lined up the rest of the week as well. We will have guests back on. Jamie Salas from Osprey Storage with us tomorrow, and we'll wrap up the week live from Cafe Texan. You may have to come hang out with us on Friday. You want to?
I may have to.
We're going to have the show at Cafe Texan Friday.
I have a show Saturday. We usually go on Saturday morning, so I'll have to be there Friday.
Come hang out with us. We're going to set up. We will be good to go live at 7:30 with Billy Cawthon, and also Carla Christian is dropping by the show over at Cafe Texan to talk Josie Scout Lodge. And then we will be there all day supporting Safe House and their jail and bail.
Cool.
So it's going to be a great fun. Huntsville, hey, we love you. We appreciate you very much. Hey, do us a favor. Let us know what we can do to improve the show. I always welcome your feedback. If there's things that you'd like to see, let us know what your thoughts are.
Or not see.
Yeah, they may not.
They may not want me here.
They do. They want you, Rick. You're one of the – how could they not want Miles Panchitos? Wait, what was it again?
Miles Panchitos.
Miles Panchitos.
You got to say it with a Spanish accent, though.
Miles
Panchitos.
Miles Panchitos. Mi amo es Larry Miles. Seriously, though, let us know if there's anything you'd like to see. We want to keep things relevant. We love having fun on this show, but we also want to continue to highlight our community. We are 371 episodes into this, by the way.
We are.
So we are inching ever closer to 400.
What happens at 400?
Maybe y'all bring a cake like y'all did for 100. Remember y'all brought a cake for 100?
Probably be for 500.
Yeah, we'll wait for 500. It's going to be within a year, though.
Okay. So you let me know when it gets close.
I will, Mr. Panchitos. Thank you. All right, friends, that'll wrap it up. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:30. So join us for Rick Boehning. I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning that we aren't strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Please, please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until next time, good morning and God bless. We'll see you on the flip side. Have a wonderful and very blessed, wonderful Wednesday. And again, thank you to Tomorrow's Promise for all that they do. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rob.